Welcome. Week 5 is in the books. We have an exciting update for you guys here with the slew of videos coming out with the state of the franchise. Yes, special guest Grant coming in. We're going to be talking about your franchise and your future. Let's go. Yep, Scorpion here. Really hard to trade with.
First week of the season, he was high scorer.
Was he?
He put like 380 points up or something crazy like that.
Man, yeah.
First week.
Yep, he's 4-4. He's right on the heels of Bourne. One game behind, although he did lose the last two games, which was the doubleheader last week. Pretty good power ranking too.
What's his power? I'm not
42.
Okay. First week, Joe, he put up 376 points.
Yeah, that's big. That's a big week.
Oh, man.
Yep, points for. He scored 222 points, 2,200 points. Average of 278, and his points against is right there at 275. So that's why he's kind of right in the middle there. He's probably had some pretty close games based on these averages. Probably the closest that we've had. They're a 3-point difference between averages. Wow. So he's probably played the most. Like we're a tackle away from winning games or not. Okay, Scorpion. Let's just take a look at the roster here.
And I do want to point out that one of his losses is against Bourne.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I'm sorry. He has 2 losses against Bourne. So that means Bourne has the tiebreaker on Scorpion. So Scorpion's going to have to outright win that division.
Okay.
You know?
So Mike Davis and Dak Prescott, probably the worst quarterbacks that I've seen so far. Mike Davis, 3rd round draft pick. What can you say? Plays for a bad team, but they might end up picking a quarterback next year, so I feel like they will. And Dak Prescott, he's been injured. You might want to look at trading for like the Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, who's going to make more points and plays. Okay.
You're talking about Davis Mills, right?
What? Yeah. Yep.
Okay. You said Mike Davis, and I was.
Oh, sorry, Davis Mills. Sorry.
Okay. That's
right. Running back here. I kind of like his group of running backs: Aguilar, Barkley, Dobbs, Ezekiel Elliott, Himes, McKissick, and Pollard. Okay, of course you got Barkley as the big dog. Coming back, being patient for his injuries. You're getting paid off. If you're not comfortable with him, trade him for multiple assets. Someone who's willing to trade 2 first-round draft picks for him. He's in his
last year of his contract.
Yep, you're gonna have to pay him. Well, based upon his injuries, he might be a little cheaper, actually.
It's possible. It's very possible. I'd have to look at the numbers.
Oh, because the last 2 seasons he's had 34 rushing yards and 560. So he puts up no points the last 2 seasons. So he's going to be worth nothing except for that this season averaged out.
Yep.
So he's going to be cheap. So his stock has never been higher right now. J.K. Dobbins should be coming back in their running offense. They're just probably easing him a little slow. Zeke Elliott's still getting points, but obviously you just need to plug and play players. Himes, McKissick, and Pollard, those guys are solid backups, but that's what they are.
Right. I agree.
All right, his wide receivers. He has a very good named core wide receivers, and they're producing solid points. A.J. Brown, Chase Claypool underperforming. Hollins, Drake London, Moore underperforming. Pittman, Waddle, and Garrett. So he can't even start all of these guys. He just can't.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 good starters, and then the other two are solid. Which Claypool I'd still put in solid, just because the offense is going to look better. But yeah, his future is looking really good in the wide receiver, and I would actually look at trading one of these, kind of like a Pittman or a Claypool away. You're not going to ever start those guys. You're just not.
Well, I don't think, truthfully, he would get what's the word I'm looking for? That he would get a just amount for Claypool trading him right now. But if he were to trade maybe possibly Garrett, I know we just got him for this year. Pittman possibly.
Well,
he might get,
I've tried to trade with him just recently before I got Godwin, and I was talking with him for like a week. And he did have Lazard just recently too, and he traded Lazard away. And he didn't want to trade Garrett, which he hasn't started yet. These other guys. So
that was his first round pick. Him and Drake were both his first round picks.
Yeah.
Although he acquired them both great. So I don't know. Maybe he's playing for next year, but he definitely needs to upgrade his quarterback scenario for this week. On right now, he's got to do something.
Tight end.
He's not gonna. Yeah.
Yep, tight end hurt, and George Kittle. Kittle, trade away now. Just trade him away. It's not the same with the offense. Trade him away. Get what you can for him. Hayden Hurst is putting up points. $10 million for this. I don't know. I just can't do it. Six catches or 6 targets, 5 for.
And Joe, he only has $320,000 in cap space.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Dollar guys, get some cheaper guys in.
For sure. Kicker, that's fine. It's a kicker. 62.
He's good.
Defensive tackles. Looking at this, he's got one good guy and then 2 solid guys. Could probably use some depth, but I would look at the waiver wire. And then this is the high points of the guy, Max Crosby, 166 points. He's just all over the place. And then you're starting to bring Graham, Sweat. Although Sweat has been a boomer bust, right? 21, 12, 6, 8, and then 42.
Yeah.
So boomer bust. It's hard to start something like that, but you also got the rookie who looks pretty good. I mean, Max Crosby. What can you say?
It's fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. He owns him for 4 more years. That's great.
Yeah, I traded him to him last season. And I had Max Crosby. I had a lot of people. I looked at last season and I said, why did I trade all these guys? Anyways, Josh Allen, not the quarterback. Cole Holcomb, Devin Lloyd. I mean, look at that rookie, 90 points. That's a pick.
Wow.
Picked him up at the 204. We get 90 points already. Yeah, out of a rookie linebacker. That's good. Henson and Logan. Okay. I mean, not bad, but, I like him, but you got to kind of pick and choose who you're starting. And then Diggs, Humphrey, Terrell, solid guys. They're cheap. Terrell, you got an auction. He's producing. And then your safeties are good. Otherwise, you got the 2 safeties from Miami. That's the only downfall for these guys. Fitzpatrick, he had a really good week 1, and then he's been kind of quiet outside of that.
Yep.
He had no tackles against the Bills.
I don't think Pittsburgh tackled anybody.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just let him get touchdowns.
Pretty ugly.
Definitely need some cap space, so I would look at moving away from some of these high dollar guys, Kettle, and you just got lots of money tied up. Ezekiel Elliott. You can move off Ezekiel Elliott and be fine. You might not even be starting Ezekiel Elliott. You're probably. I would rather start Pollard over Ezekiel Elliott.
At this point, you're probably right.
Especially like your like your points per like what you're paying him for, right?
It's terrible.
Like it's Tony Pollard 51 points for a little over $1 million, or you got 44 points at 13 million. It's just too much.
Right on.
But you got to find someone to take him. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the trades here. We're gonna see where he's at. He's got three fourth round draft picks, a fifth round draft pick, did 2 5th rounds, and then he's got a 4th and a 5th. So he's all in on this team. He's got no first, no second, and no 3rd round draft picks in the future. So kind of hurting for some early draft picks, but his offense and defense, his offense does look pretty good though for the future. Grant?
Yep, I agree.
Yep. Just make some defensive plays and need to get that shore up to your bye week and quarterback problem. He'll be all right.
Get that taken care of, Ben.
Right?